Singapore politics just took another sharp turn. The Workers' Party has refused to name a replacement for leader of the opposition after Pritam Singh was removed from the role. And this isn't just internal party drama. This is about who gets to decide what the opposition looks like in Parliament, the voters or the Prime Minister. Here's what happened. On the 21st of January, the Workers' Party released a statement saying it will not nominate another WP Member of Parliament to take over the leader of the opposition position. This came after Prime Minister Wong asked the party to name someone else to replace Pritam Singh. The WP's reason is very direct. They believe the leader of the opposition role should belong to the leader of the largest opposition party in Parliament, and in their view, that leader is still Pritam Singh. WP stressed that the leader of the opposition office, first introduced in 2020, was a step forward in Singapore's political development. They said it reflected the strong desire among Singaporeans for more diversity of views in politics, and they reminded everyone that the opposition's presence in Parliament exists because of the people's vote. In other words, WP is saying, this role exists because voters gave the opposition enough seats. It wasn't given by any government. The party also pointed to how things work in other Westminster-style systems. In those systems, the leader of the opposition is typically defined in law and is not something chosen by the government of the day. WP argued that this approach protects the meaning and authority of elections because the public chooses who becomes the biggest opposition force. That's why WP says it won't nominate a replacement MP, even though the Prime Minister asked them to. Now, the background matters here. On the 15th of January, PM Wong removed Pritam Singh from the leader of the opposition role with immediate effect. This happened one day after Parliament debated and passed a motion saying Singh was unfit for the position. That motion was tabled by Leader of the House Indranee Rajah, and it passed after a majority of MPs voted in favour. WP's MPs all stood up to formally record their dissent. So now, the leader of the opposition position is left vacant, and WP is basically saying they will not play along with choosing a substitute, because to them, the position should automatically belong to their party leader. WP also added that despite all this, they will stay focused on their main job. They said they will continue to work for Singaporeans and provide what they described as a rational, responsible, and respectable check on the government. But here's the bigger question. If the leader of the opposition role can be removed by the Prime Minister and the replacement can be requested by the Prime Minister, then is the role truly independent? Or does this raise deeper issues about how Singapore defines political balance, institutional checks, and democratic legitimacy? So let me ask you, should the leader of the opposition be written into law so the ruling party cannot control it, or is the current system acceptable? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you want more sharp, simple, no-nonsense coverage of what's really happening in Singapore politics, like, share, and subscribe to 2230.